tonight,
You're listening to the Doug Stanhope Podcast.
Who you calling?
Come on.
Help! I'm stuck. I went poop and then the toilet isn't working here and I'm stuck. Oh, pick up the phone, goddammit.
Bingo Bingaman, stuck in the toilet here at the Best Western Royal Sun in Tucson.
Karaoke night.
Thursday night karaoke night.
Stuck in the shitter with you.
No, with no one. You guys all left.
Yeah, but we didn't know you were there.
She said she was going to take a dump, and then they started. By the way, the Best Western Royal Sun is actually one of my favorite
Off of Stone
motor lodges in. Oh Jesus, who is it? Oh, hang on, it's Brian Hennigan. Let's take him. Brian Hennigan, we just started the podcast, and you're on the air.
Oh, how exciting. How can I contribute? What have you been talking about?
We just left Bingo. You know where? You know the Best Western that we enjoy here towards downtown.
Yes.
Yes, the Best Western Royal Sun. Well, yeah, we just left the bar to come podcast, and Bingo had gone to take a dump, but we forgot about her. Meanwhile, karaoke was setting up, and me and Chad and Jobi and Tracy started singing their sound check song. They played "Don't Bring Me Down" by ELO for a minute just to test the sound, and then we started singing all the lyrics, even when there was no music, to the detriment of the otherwise pall of the audience. Then we left.
Oh, I see. Are you going to go back?
Maybe if we get this podcast over with.
We have to go get Bingo.
Yeah. Bingo is pooping, and then while we're doing that, Bingo called us to tell her that the toilet paper roller wouldn't work, and she had no toilet paper. But we couldn't hear the phone ring because we were singing "Don't Bring Me Down" by ELO really loud a cappella at times.
What happened to the girl I used to know? Yes, indeed. Doesn't she normally just use her hands?
And throws it like an ape, knuckles forward.
Wait, was Brian not trying to do ELO lyrics, or what? What happened to the guy? I just got that, Brian. Sorry.
Oh.
Thank you. Yeah. That's Chad. He always wants to stay out with his fancy friends.
All right. Your connection sucks. We'll talk to you in an hour.
One of these days, it's going to be the end.
Don't bring me down. No, 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 no.
I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor.
Oh, Hennigan and his strange timing. All right. So, yeah, we are here. We came up. We're tomorrow morning. You won't hear it, but we're doing Kristine Levine's morning radio show on
Maybe you already heard it.
90-something.1 or
96.1 KLPX.
All right.
Tucson Morning Radio.
So all of us came up, the Chailles, the Bingo. Since you guys are sharing a room, we have to make up a name for Jobi and Chad. The Chobies?
Chobies?
The Chobies?
The Jabbies?
Chodies?
There's got to be a way you can get my last name in there. It'll be a lot cooler than the Chodies.
Yeah.
We should have some kind of pool on who says the wrong word first on terrestrial, local Tucson radio.
Oh, yeah.
The worst thing is not cussing. On morning radio.
The worst thing is cussing. You said the worst thing is not cussing.
Oh, yeah, right.
The hardest thing to do is not.
I've thought about that, but I have two things for myself. The main thing is that you guys are primarily going to be the ones who have to talk, so a lot of that takes it off me.
Yeah.
But I will try to contribute. But the other thing I have is that I had children, so I went from, like, in the Army, I would cuss all day long, and then I'd go home and not cuss. So I do have the ability, but I don't know if I can still do it. We'll see.
I'm usually very good at it.
Well, you've done it forever.
Yeah, that's...
So, Joby,
What do you
really
mean,
just
just-
looking
oh,
at
God.
Joby.
Just-
I'm the worst. I'm going to be the weak link in this.
You've got to
Well,
explain the background of Death Pool and stuff
Without
saying-
cussing.
and shit.
Yeah. And
All right,
fucking
well, first
all the
of all,
bullshit. And,
Today on You Tonight, Chad, something I always noticed. Joby, Junior Stopka was always good on the road with this. Cursing in public. Chad, the fucking golden pipes here, is in there with his booming voice in this echoey box of a 1991 fucking relic bar. Fucking, and then the fucking.
What? Yeah, but that's in an almost empty bar where there's zero consequence.
You know, like an empty
There was a
broadcast
dude
tomorrow.
That's really trying to come to grips with himself being a woman at 6'8", at 62 years old. Did you not see
Absolutely.
her?
Was this for real?
oh, yeah, there was a
No, I
bunch
missed
of lesbian,
all of that.
transgender.
She walked right behind
yeah, yeah.
Oh my God!
I completely missed all of that.
She's
Me
dressed
too.
to the 9s or the 10s. She's that tall. She's dressed
if
to the
anything,
10s.
I made that person more comfortable.
No.
This
She had
was,
an elderly date.
This was Stanhope brought up that the decor of the bar or something at one point, which another thing I hadn't noticed. But I told him this is a very.
It's a storage crate with seats.
It looks
It
like
smells of brute.
It looks like every bar I went in the early '90s. They've not upgraded or changed their decor.
Or
since,
off
like,
base. There'll be a ton of bars like
1992.
that. Real easy to set up, real quick, and easy to clean out with a hot hose.
Yeah,
it's just
free-
in one box.
Stacking
the-
chairs and
the
a lot
chairs-
of free shit from Bud Light.
That's what I was gonna say. Bud Light signs and the chairs you get free when Motel 6 fucking shuts down.
Fucking.
But fuck that.
But today,
Now, if there's elderly fucking grandparents or something, then that's a different story. But you
In a bar.
chose to go in a shit hole bar. Fuck that. Fuck your
that's
opinion.
you hit it. That's my segue. Today on the news, Donald Trump, evidently in a meeting, it wasn't a public speaking thing, but in a meeting with a lot of senators there, he said, well, why do we have all these people coming into this country from shithole countries? The exact word, this is my point I was getting to.
I hear you.
Is they put on the graphic on CNN. Trump says, why are people coming from shithole countries? No asterisks, shithole. This is 4:00 in the afternoon Mountain Time. Wolf Blitzer, breaking news. Wolf Blitzer, while it's on it's a Chiron, I think it's called, the graphic.
The crawler at the bottom.
No, not the crawler. The
The footer.
the one you're
banner,
reading
yeah,
about
yeah.
what they're.
Oh, about
it
yeah.
says shithole. Wolf Blitzer says he said, why are these people coming from S-hole countries? He wouldn't even say the word,
Even
The
though
word-
they printed it.
He goes to his correspondent
somebody
who
did.
says he said shithole countries, and Wolf Blitzer keeps saying S-hole. Like it's not even like the F word, but if it's a SH word, it's not even a S-hole. Like, wait, what's that? Wait, it's a. Can you say a sh-hole? He wouldn't say
A
it.
sheet hole? What's acceptable?
Shithole. Shithole.
Sheethole.
So
would've been
I want to
funny.
say shithole on the radio tomorrow just to see if we can get away with it.
I think we should say crap hole a couple times to ease into it.
Oh, maybe,
Feather it in.
Maybe we should do that. We'll see how many ways cucky hole, poop hole. Let's just keep talking just to see how many different until you run out of.
You got to throw them in context, like the home that had the most hits was shithole.
Floppy
Singapore
hole.
Did it, like in the next 15 minutes when they went through their cycle, did shithole appear again when they.
Oh, this I was telling
Constantly.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, so it
What
kept
happened?
going.
I was going back because CNN, and get ready for a call to action, killer termites. CNN is unwatchable, and so they start the top of the hour at 4:00 with "He said shithole," and then we watch it for a minute because I want to keep watching Wolf Blitzer not say it. And then they go to a panel of 5 people in studio, 2 on screens,
Yeah.
That's 8 total people talking about SheetHole. So I flip on previous channel to Fox News. Say what you will, but Fox News did story after story. The FISA vote, the Medicare now. They're going to try to make states are allowed to make people on Medicare that are healthy work to keep their story.
Proof of
flip
job, yeah.
back. SheetHole on CNN. SheetHole a panel. I flipped back. It was 4:25. 25 fucking minutes. They had people talking about Trump saying SheetHole.
Still doing it.
Back to Fox News. They had another story that's actually pertinent.
Well,
Are you saying that Trump is right?
Are you
No,
saying
I'm
that
saying
Fox
they're
is
actually
biased?
say that. They're actually.
I do agree with him about the SheetHole comment.
But-
I'm afraid this is a slippery slope.
But I'm saying you get. So in the mornings now, I've been watching, which is. There's no news anymore except for this, like CBS, ABC, NBC, 30 minutes evening news. Like fucking Walter Cronkite used to give you. Here's the fucking stories. There's no panels.
World
no
News Tonight,
expert.
like World News Tonight, like the evening news.
Yeah, the evening news, 6:30, whatever it is. So I've been watching the headline news because it's like the USA Today. All right, here's the basic stories. They don't spend a lot of time. Headline news, and it's always these bubbly, fucking stupid women. It's news for fucking soccer moms with a gay guy doing sports. But it moves. It moves along. Okay, what happened? All right, you saved a dog from the well or whatever, caught on tape, and then the mudslide, they saved a girl. There's no panel. It's just, it moves along. It repeats itself quickly, like the USA Today. You just get through it. But there's Robin Meade is Morning Express on headline news. She's just one of many, but she's this, like, daffiest. She has these over-whitened teeth that hurt your eyes.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Like that's how you do white balance on your camera.
They're pretty
Did
solid.
you wait till they get a close up of her
Cured
face?
my glaucoma staring at them.
They've bleached your
So
brain.
I sleep with my eye mask on, but at some point, if they go, here's footage you just have to see, you peel it up and then put it back down. So at one point, she says, and here's a picture from so-and-so, about, I think it was the snowstorms or something, and continue to send your pictures to hashtag My Morning Express. And I went, what was that? What was that?
The whole eye mask came off.
Sky candy all over again. If you're new to the podcast, a local weatherman, Jeff Beamish from KVOA, who I still love, and I still watch you every morning, Jeff.
He's a great sport.
Yeah, you blocked me and
Yeah, I'm
half
blocked.
of the Killer Termites. Because he used to do, hey, send your Arizona morning weather photos to hashtag Sky Candy. And I came up with the idea. Someone came up with the idea. All of a sudden, Killer Termites are sending what might be called inappropriate photos.
Who's to let the courts decide?
Inappropriate.
Yeah, beheaded, drug cartel
Superimposed,
torture photos,
Photoshop.
Don't single me out.
syphilis photos, gay fisting photos with the hashtag Sky Candy, where within a day and a half, I think, they had to stop doing Sky Candy.
And all of us were blocked.
Everyone was blocked.
That's why you got interns.
But now we can go national with headline news, Robin Meade, hashtag My Morning Express. Here's the deal, listeners. If you're going to send photos of whatever you find amusing, I'm not saying you should send fisting
But
photos.
the theme should be something to start your day. A good way to. How does a
Listen,
killer termite start his day?
My Morning Express. I'm foreseeing a lot of
Herpy
shit
tornadoes.
in the toilet pictures. Is what I was when you first said this. This is the first thing I thought of.
Yeah, with a Starbucks cup
Yeah.
next to it.
poop on the Orient
Diarrhea
Express.
photos, morning after photos, morning after pill photos, aborted baby. I don't know what do you think of when you think of
How
my
do you
morning?
wake up?
Blood in the toilet bowl.
Right.
That kind of stuff.
Whatever you I'm not saying you should send these photos.
I'm not saying that bestgore.com has amazing photos that I look at when I wake up in the morning, but
I bet
You're not saying
LiveLeak
that.
has a lot of gifts.
What you're saying is, wouldn't it be great if our fans somehow enlightened Miss Mead?
Enhanced.
And
Yeah,
show her
yeah, enhance.
some world outside of her giggly, happy. Oh, it's the morning.
Boot wearing
and here's
gray boots. I mean, come on.
I don't know.
here's the
I'm
thing.
blinded by the teeth.
This is important. Do not. I'm going to be watching the hashtag. Don't at me, because the whole funny part of this
Right.
is she has no idea why all of a sudden Holocaust photos
spiked.
and
Gore is up 3,000% on the feed.
yes,
Flowers are down.
disease run rampant, bloated bodies after a tsunami floating. Be creative. Just don't include at Doug Stanhope, because I will be watching the pictures like you will on hashtag Morning Express until that hashtag doesn't exist, like Sky Candy doesn't exist. Because happy, dumb, shiny fucking tooth woman in the morning doesn't work for me. So let's start on that.
Welcome to the morning zoo.
Kristine Levine, I can't wait to bust her balls on her radio show because
Okay, hold on. Okay,
Mamu.
tomorrow morning you guys are going down to do the show, and this is what was.
I'm just a sidekick on this one. by
Hold
the
on,
way.
Tracy reminded me that during December we did a podcast where you kind of made it a mission that you were going to do this radio show because of what was set up, but also to further an agenda.
Ooh, what did I
The
forget?
comedy club in town.
Owner.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have to get caught up with Kristine
All right, I just
on
wondered-
where she stands.
All right.
That's her deal.
So you'll have a meeting on that off air. So then, what is this? What is this interview?
we want to
gonna be
start a comedy club in Tucson. I just don't want to, A, have anything to do with it, or B, put any money into it.
Or talk about it.
But this is a college town, and they have one comedy club that's open 2 nights a week and sucks.
about? Yeah.
It's run by this guy that was a relic when I started comedy 27 years ago.
In this town, or in
Arizona. But yeah, the guy was, at his peak of booking fucking has-beens.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it another time if you want. I thought this might. I want to remind you that did come up.
Well, we have to do morning radio, so yeah, I saved my Adderall I'd usually use on the podcast for then.
Ooh. Did you save me half?
Yup.
Do you have another half?
I have 3 halves.
Okay, 3 halves. Make a whole.
He has a prescription for 1.5.
I like your style.
I liked Shaylee's idea earlier of sitting in the car with Tracy and Bingo while we're on the radio. And
You're going to be in studio.
and that's what I just said, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. Is that are you really going to do that, or were we just drunk at the fucking bar saying that?
I wasn't drunk.
We're going
then.
to do that.
Well, no, I
But
was.
Tracy reminded me there's clock radios in these hotel rooms.
Oh, okay.
So we can sit in here and we can't comment while you guys are.
So
there.
they can record and do live commentary busting
While
balls
we're
on the
actually-
podcast?
On the radio.
While we're on
Yeah.
the radio
That's
for the
fun.
podcast.
And since this is going to go out on Wednesday, I can put
I
it
was
into
hoping
here if
you were
it's
going to
good.
drive. Still
guys
haven't figured out
may
how
be
I'm getting
drunk.
home yet, because I thought maybe we drink on the radio.
I'll drink with you on the radio.
Yeah, we're going to drink on the radio.
But you guys got to get back. If I was going
Well, I
to
don't have
drink
to
on the
drive.
radio, I was going to stay
Exactly.
here another night. This place is sold out, so I'd go stay at the airport. But
We'll
it's-
be okay.
I trust you.
Yeah, we're okay.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
When has this ever stopped us from doing something dumb?
I know.
We've
A doctor's appointment at 11, but you can take a Uber to that.
Oh, that's easy.
Right, she's got
Yeah.
a doctor's appointment.
But I'd have to switch hotels.
These
while
are
you-
all simple
She has a
solutions.
I know. I couldn't put the
Hurdles.
fucking.
I can't go home until somebody gives me a ride home. So whatever the fuck we do is fine with me.
Oh, I thought you drove.
No, I rode with Jobi.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm here with you guys.
Yeah.
Just take my car. I'll buy another.
I got this. Yeah. Ah, see?
So you were going to say about Kristine Levine. You want to bust her balls. The radio show. Have you heard?
Well, she just never gets back to you.
Yeah.
Like I texted her this morning and said, "Hey, what's the address?" Because I wanted to figure out
She's
time
the worst
from
at
here to
getting
there.
back to you, yeah.
It's like 6 hours before she got back to me.
She's very aloof.
Is that a euphemism for fat?
Askew. Awry? I don't know.
How long has she been? How long has she been working for the morning show?
I don't know the details.
Have you
She's
heard the
very
morning show?
vague
It's
about
been a little
everything.
bit because I've been in
She's
Tucson
been
and
there for
heard it a
while.
couple months back. You know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, she's been doing really good there.
Yeah, she's been there several months, and I said I
She's
would
doing
call
great.
in on her first day, and then I think she called me without notification, and then I said, "Call me tomorrow." I missed it because I forgot. You can't you got to give me some prep, and then she never called me. Never. She wanted me to do a call in on her new show, but never called.
Never called.
She dropped off Mishka a couple of months ago, and we.
Oh, I dropped off of him years ago.
I know. Hey.
I just dropped one.
As we all have.
Take a picture and send it into my morning meet. You had to hear Tracy say, "I just dropped a Mishka" before we started.
Oh,
I mean, someone in the audience said that.
We're kidding about Mishka.
We
We just
bust his
hope he's
balls.
listening. So Mishka is, since he got sober, or maybe before that, has kind of turned into a James Inman in that he gets like frantically upset when you bust his balls, which is funny. So I do it more and more.
he was in Bisbee a while back, and I don't remember what the fuck sort of drama I had at that point, but I couldn't come down and visit him. And the worst thing was that I had been busting his balls online a lot, and I wanted to bust his balls in person, so he knew I was just fucking with him, and we're just, and I didn't get to do it in person.
Yeah, I don't know. When you're in contact face to face that little with someone, but you're busting their balls on Twitter all the time, I hope they know I'm kidding, but like there's always a root of something that I'm not kidding.
Well, that's what makes it funny.
But that's you. That's you. That's how Chad's saying.
No, that is what I'm saying.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. That's what
I have to rethink now.
what Stanhope said is right. When you're busted balls, part of that is fucking something. You're right. That didn't come out of nowhere.
Yeah, don't bust your balls for sucking dicks in a fucking little league ballpark, because that's so far from the truth. But yeah, when we bust your balls about being a fucking psychopath, there's a root there.
Yeah.
A root. I'm thinking about smoking the cigarette.
Yeah, I know.
Close
Right in front of an open window.
You're close enough to the door and window that I
doesn't-
think it's negligible. Really.
Well, then tell us your toilet story, and I'll just smoke right there. And
I don't have as much of a toilet story, but
wait, this is a 20-minute break. This is what we have to do.
We have to do ads, guys.
We have to do an ad.
It's a new year.
Speaking of toilets, I gotta go pinch a loaf. So
I have to go pee on my own eyes. I
We could-
forgot
we could just-
saline solution.
We can just say we'll take a break.
all right.
No one has to. We don't need a note from your bowels.
All right, let's get to.
Do you want to have some of your shrimp?
the most important part of this? No, I can't eat on the podcast.
Frozen, dude.
I know.
Well, they're for later.
Yeah, that's why I pulled
It's
it out
a
now.
ring of frozen shrimp.
Oh,
It won't. It won't.
Oh, can I hold it like this for the picture for the fun?
Or we can go across to the park and do frisbee golf.
You know who doesn't send you a ring of frozen shrimp when you want to feed your friends?
Who?
Ooh.
I'll give you one guess.
Blue Apron.
Blue Apron.
Ah, you both got it. I owe you drinks.
We're good.
What did you eat the other night? You offered me Blue Apron, but I was too wound up to eat.
That was roasted red pepper shells. And it's whole wheat shells.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's actually. I was surprised that they sent whole wheat shells because they usually don't. It's usually just a regular pasta, which is fine, and it's usually fresh pasta. This is whole wheat, and I was glad to see that they're branching out on some other things.
You know me, I'm a fan of condiments. I ate a baked potato tonight. Why? Because it came with butter and sour cream. If I was getting whole wheat pasta, wouldn't give a shit. I'd just eat the sauce. I'd put it on bread and I'd eat the sauce. So the pasta doesn't mean fuck all to me.
Yeah, it's just a vehicle for the sauce.
Right.
Yeah.
But they give you all your condiments, even salt and pepper and everything with Blue Apron. They give you everything.
Hold on a second.
Maybe
I
not
know
salt.
you don't make these because I make them. Chad, you've had Jenny make them.
But he's factually pretty close. It's literally almost everything but salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper,
right, oil,
olive oil,
right?
Cumin. They
They send the cumin.
They send you that, right?
The
yeah.
furikake. They'll send you that. The
Ketchup, not so much.
Well,
I got my own ketchup.
If it calls for ketchup, which I'm surprised if it ever does.
Look at that. Look at that.
What am I?
He already yanked his pants up. Jobi has he just had a full fucking blown moon when he bent over
On
to look.
accident? Did you see his tattoo?
Yeah, on accident. His entire ass was showing.
What's the tattoo look like?
Oh,
Prove
I
it.
didn't see.
Oh, by the way, above, back off it. There's Yosemite Sam.
Mud flap.
His shirt might have been.
Oh, mud flap Jobi. Mud flap Whitlock.
Well, the cool thing about Blue Apron and what they're doing over there is that they're now teaming up with Whole30, and Whole 30 is a calorie conscious outfit that is approving recipes
we don't need
each
that.
week.
We're not fat fuck.
Hey,
I'm not looking at you.
Some of us are.
So for the time being, they're coming up with 2 recipes a week that they are going to feature on Blue Apron, and that's one of them that we got last week.
None of my fans are fat fucks. Why would we care?
Well,
We're fitness gurus.
you probably wouldn't even know.
I'm pretty sure the Blue Apron solicits who they're going to market to based on what size T-shirts you sell.
They did ask for
some Illuminati shit going on.
They did ask for some marketing metrics, and I was curious why they would want to know T-shirt sizes. I didn't know, and I just gave it to them. Hey, coming up, Whole30 approved seared steaks and warm lemon salsa verde with roasted broccoli and sweet potato. You wouldn't even know that was a Whole30 recipe. Also, Whole30 approved chicken and kale orange salad and spicy tahini dressing.
Sounds good.
Here's even one with for the veggies in mind: vegetable fried rice and togarashi peanuts.
This food sounds so good that I'm about to chisel out one of these frozen shrimps and eat it because it's the
I was
only
going to
thing
do
we
that.
have
I was
here.
looking for a plastic
We
knife.
need a hammer and a chisel.
All right. Blue Apron is treating the Doug Stanhope podcast listeners to $30 off your first order if you visit blueapron.com/Stanhope. So check out this week's menu and get your $30 off with free shipping at blueapron.com/Stanhope. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. And before we move on, did you check your mailbox when you got home? Did I not leave leftover? I de-hoarded my house a bunch, and I found a packet of Dollar Shave Club,
Like a
rack of 5 razor tops. I think I put that in your mailbox.
Razor tops.
A month ago. Whatever. I don't shave. This is your commercial. I use trimmers because otherwise I get like herpes on my neck of ingrown hair.
Oh, those bumps?
Yeah, those bumps. You had them when you came back from Hawaii. I could tell you wearing a shirt in the fucking heat.
Because I, like a gentleman, I wear a tie on the plane where people don't even wear fucking shoes walking on a plane
There's
from
no
Hawaii.
humidity on a plane. I don't know why you shave, but it works for you.
Yeah.
Except when you're in Hawaii.
Where were we going with this?
Dollar Shave Club.
All of a sudden, I want to look at my neck in a mirror.
I'm glad somebody brought us back because I was lost.
Yeah, I left him some Dollar Shave Club shit I found in my bathroom. I don't know what you're doing in my bathroom with my wife when I'm, not smoking cigarettes with your wife.
Well, Doug, the thing about Dollar Shave Club is you can always put things on hold. You can just go online, which I know you're adverse to that already, so I know I'm yelling at an angry sea. You can always tell them, hey,
Can't
hold
you
off.
just go to the mercantile?
You can go online and suspend your account and say, hey, I got too many of these razor tops.
That's no shit. I did that.
Yeah. And then you just catch up. Or if you want to be a hipster for a
Usually
month.
my accounts are suspended for me for some opinion that I had in the middle of the night.
Robin Meade has
But
reached.
not Dollar Shave Club.
No, they don't care about your opinions.
Hey, there's too many options at the store, and who can even tell what these other razors are doing? These other razor tops are doing, right? I mean,
Has anybody here seen Razor Top?
I've heard other razors actually give you Ebola. That's what I heard.
well,
Word in the street.
word on the street.
Listen, would you pay $40 for Ebola? I wouldn't.
No, and stand in that long line in Russia.
The thing is that ever since I got Dollar Shave Club, which has been a couple years now, before they were a sponsor, I'm not only a member. I don't even know what it cost to buy razors at like Long's or Walgreens or something like that. I just know that back in the day,
I'll tell you, that's why I use the trimmers instead of a razor, is because it's cost too much goddamn money. I'm already trying to put you kids up in my hostel. I built a hostel.
Hey,
in
for
Bisbee.
everybody who does care about your appearance, Dollar Shave Club offers. What the fuck are you doing, Stan?
I'm saying, how much does it cost? Because I was spending like $140 per 5-blade razor.
I pay $6 a month, I think, for a 4 fucking blade thing. I don't know. What do you
just to
what
shave
are
my
they?
cat. Store brand, about $600 a month. That's a mortgage.
I got it. And that's why you got the shaver. I get what you're saying. But if you're like me and you're sick of the nonsense at the store, now's the time to try out Dollar Shave Club. For a limited time, Dollar Shave Club is basically giving away their sheet, shower, and shave starter set to new members for only $5. Hey, there we are, $5. This starter set includes their executive razor and 3 trial-size versions of their most popular products that help you stay fresh and clean.
Did they mean shit?
Yeah, it was just as a callback to earlier when we were talking about
SheetHole?
SheetHole.
SheetHole?
Yeah.
Showhole?
I was just trying to see the level of censorship that we have. I'm not sure what we.
I actually, when I edit,
I didn't know if they put Brooklyn and Sheets into the ad copy. Shower and shave.
I was.
they've partnered like Whole30.
They should.
Do you want
do all
to?
these fucking advertisements in
All at
one
once.
beat?
Hey, okay, I'll just keep doing it. In your first box, you will receive their shower. In your
Get it?
In your first box, you will receive their shave butter, which I use. Is fantastic.
I used a free trial of it once.
Body wash. I don't think I've used that. I got a kit coming out soon, so I'll try that. And One White Charlie's total endorsement.
Really?
Absolutely.
Now, I was turned off from that because I looked at it and it says there peppermint. And I was turned, or something like that, like spearmint or peppermint, and I was turned off from rubbing that on my asshole. But
Chad,
you're saying that's good.
Oh, wait till you're
huh?
doing ecstasy and you're trying to come.
Listen, I was afraid of Gold Bond powder down my underwear for a long time too, but now I'm a believer.
Hey,
so.
That works too.
Hey, grab me a drumstick and a One White Charlie. I think I'm about to come.
You know how they throw sawdust on vomit? What if you put the sawdust down first? When you come into Gold Bond... Anyway,
We are all over
Gold
the road.
Bond's not the sponsor.
No, the One White Charlies are awesome. You get them in the travel packs. They go right in your bag, and you take them on the road. They're great for airports. You also receive their executive razor, which includes their premium weighty handle and a full cassette of cartridges or razor tops.
Razor tops.
After the first box, replacement cartridges are sent for only a few bucks a month, and you can suspend them if you want to be a hipster or you want to do
Movember.
Don't read into this more than you should, but I one time lost my handle to my Dollar Shave Club, and it was only like $4, and they sent me a brand new handle with my stack of razor
you
tops.
just jam an old toothbrush in there.
Boy, all these great ideas.
You heat it up.
I gotta save money.
You heat it up. You heat an old toothbrush with a lighter, and then mash your razor top into it.
Like you watch 60 Days In. Hey, buy Dollar Shave Club. We're drunk. Don't listen to us.
Hey, this offer is exclusively available at dollarshaveclub.com/ Stanhope. That's Dollar Shave Club. That's dollarshaveclub.com/ Stanhope. Dollar Shave Club's high quality products will have you covered from face cheeks to butt cheeks. There's no better time to try the club.
Legitimate fart. You said butt cheeks. My butt wanted to answer.
That's the
Equal
shrimp.
time.
That's the shrimp.
That was fucking perfect. Just make sure I do not get that microphone next time.
That's why they call it a windscreen.
It's been red flagged.
All right. I'm coming to this Asia and Australia and then Canada and then Europe. I don't know where.
Wait, what?
I'm just saying my dates.
That's a non sequitur. We're coming in off a commercial break.
Well, I have a path.
He's trying to make it seem like you're unorganized.
I'm
just started recording mid-conversation.
I'm hearing all my tweets and emails. Well, what are you doing? I don't know. When the dates, if you're on the mailing list, you'll know first. So we're doing London in June. We're doing whatever's up for Asia in March. There's probably more coming. I think Toronto's already up for, and then Europe. I know. Yeah, London is up, and then we're gonna do more stuff. But those are the pivot points, and it might take. I don't know how fucking Hennigan works. We're not just going to go to London and come back. We're going to do other shit. Scandinavia.
Wait a minute. You're not going to go to London for one show and then fly back?
No, I'm not going to do that.
We had a surprise party booked 2 days after the show.
If you live in fucking Ipswich by the sea, I might not be coming there. I don't know. Fuck, it's up to you. Fucking gamble on. Should I buy London tickets and fly all the way from fucking Oshkosh? Well, yeah, you should, because I won't be back in Wisconsin till probably 2019 or maybe 2020, or maybe I just fucking quit. I don't know. If I knew, I'd tell you. And the other thing was, yes, the audiobook, my audiobook will be out eventually. Chad Shank and I are going to read it, mostly Chad Shank. I'm putting the onus on him. He's got this career going. He's got the golden fucking pipes. He can read worth of shit.
Hold on a second. He did fucking awesome last book.
I know. That's why he's doing more this time. That's what I'm saying.
I appreciate it.
He realized you don't need
I'm going to do the stuff that I have to do in my own voice, where I know how, where it's beaded out in my head. All right, I'm going to have to read this chunk.
One of the biggest things that hit me, mainly in my ego, but to realize I could do this was because Bruce, the guy from Audible that was here last time, said, Chad, I'm really glad you're here because there's no way we could have did this in 4 days if you weren't helping.
And he's only booked 5 days this time, and I know it's because he has to sleep off that hangover before he gets back on the fucking plane.
I have expectations this time. That's the difference.
Oh my God, he's going to stay at Wheaties. And the other night, it was
an Airbnb right near us.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's our neighbor that national championship. I don't watch fucking college football, but it's the national championship.
It was Monday night, and none of us.
Yeah, I was just tweeting shit about Alabama and fuck Crimson Tide fans. I read a book once where some guy went out. He wrote a whole nonfiction book about spending a season with Crimson Tide fans and how fucking weird they are. So I hate them. And So I'm tweeting because I don't care about the game. I'm just tweeting, and Weedy evidently is an Alabama guy, our neighbor with the Airbnb, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, well, I'm going to come by and play the fucking Alabama
fight
song when they win," and I forgot all about it because I'm fighting with other people and getting drunk, and then I take a Seroquel and I crawl into bed with Bingo, and
didn't tell anyone else that he had communicated with Weedy.
Oh, no.
I forgot. So I just hear wham, wham, wham on the front window, the big fucking picture window on the front of the house, and Bingo says, "Did you hear that?" I was pretending I didn't hear it as part of a dream, and no, someone's wailing on the front window. So I ran out and I grabbed my suicide by cop gun. I have this 9mm BB gun that looks just like a real gun.
We filed off the fluorescent orange tip.
Well, then I go out the back door, and then he's at the fun house with his buddy playing horns, playing the Alabama fight song, and then I realized, oh yeah, he did tell me he was going to do that.
But what Doug failed to notice was that I was standing at the front with the sliding glass door like just opened enough that I could shut it and lock it really quick because I couldn't recognize that guy. I didn't know that was Weedy. He had a beanie pulled down, and he's playing this horn right in my 2 inches from my face, like blowing spit in my face. Door. And the other guy's got a French horn that he's faking horribly. Look, I get it. Solidarity, I get it.
Milli
but
Vanilli.
Don't pretend. And he's doing this thing. I go, "Why are you here?" And he keeps bound up, whatever the fucking thing. I go, "Why are you here? Why are you here?" And he keeps playing. I gotta say, he's a fan.
He did commit.
Alabama fan.
Yes.
But that was a great game, and I didn't link the two together. I just thought some asshole walked on property and started playing a fucking trumpet in my face.
Not very weird for Bisbee.
No, and I let him go because I didn't know if he...
I didn't hear the horn when I was in bed. I heard someone almost breaking my front fucking window in.
You went back to bed before they started playing the horn?
Yeah, because he had to wait till they won in overtime, which I didn't care. I went to bed before overtime. I
Great
I was
ending.
already on drugs.
Great ending.
Stolen drugs.
But I did beat Kenny out of $20 on the over because I bet 44.5, and it was a defensive struggle for most of the thing. But I beat Kenny out of his money.
You surrendered your firearm, and then we all had more drinks, and then I realized, oh, that's the guy that I buy the Airbnbs from all the time.
Where Bruce from Audible will be staying
other.
when you carry this next Audible book. And yeah, we're going to try to get people that were in the book on it. Dan Tosh, I'm calling you out right now. Of course, Andy and Becker whenever he gets here. And there's a million people. Rogan, I'm sure, will chime in on some of these stories. So yeah, it'll be as much fun as we can make it, like the last book. Anyway, toilet story. Sorry. Did I leave you with a hanging bland
that's a brilliant fucking setup. I appreciate all the help.
You asked for pen and paper. You never do that. Just so you don't forget the toilet story.
Because I have questions to ask you guys about a toilet. I had to buy a new toilet yesterday. I woke up yesterday.
Like a home toilet.
How did the old toilet go bad? Let's start there.
It's been leaking water all the way through, and I keep replacing the
wax
guts
seal
on it. No, it's not the wax seal. It's in the tank is coming through.
Tank.
But I have another toilet that's also it's a whole long toilet story. There's a toilet down the hall that's bad too. So I try to clean all the shit out of the toilet. Jenny has this thing that hangs on the side of the toilet where you can clip a little
clip-on scrubby pad.
A little clip-on scrubby pad.
And then
it's got built-in fucking cleaning shit. And
then
that
you clip it off and it goes right in the toilet next to the tampons.
Except for mine unclipped while it was still in the toilet.
What happened?
It unclipped somehow and got
there
down
was a
in the
malfunction.
bottom. And it was like all foamed on the top, and so it was down in the bottom. And I don't like to do anything anyway, but now I knew I had a project, and I had to get rubber gloves and fucking unfurl a hanger and try to fish the thing out, and it didn't work. And halfway through trying to fish it out, I realized that the the toilet's leaking anyway. And I told Jenny, I go, we need a new fucking toilet.
Go ahead.
We went and got...
You have no idea if this is my top note I forgot, and this is going to segue fucking perfect.
Keep going.
I totally forgot my whole fucking story.
The 12-cent
I know I was...
The 12-cent scrubby that's now blocking your toilet.
Yeah, this wasn't part of the story I was going to tell, so that's why I don't know what the
You had questions about a toilet.
Okay, so we go... I go to Home Depot and get a fucking toilet, and I realize when I get home... Do you know anything about your guys' toilet? How tall is your toilet?
Oh, I'll tell you this. How far is it from the wall?
Is it?
How far? What's the distance from...
I know the standard distance. It has to be almost every toilet at Home Depot and Lowe's. The distance from the wall is 12 inches.
Yes.
You have to have 12 inches from the wall. I did not measure that. I had no idea.
To the hole down.
Yeah, to the bolt holes in the side. I didn't know that. But the other thing I didn't realize is that 16 and a half inches is a standard height for a toilet. And then you can either have a round toilet or an elongated toilet. So the whole reason I'm having to fucking mush the scrubby so hard that it breaks off the bottom is because I shit all down the back of the fucking toilet.
Operator error, we call that.
Well, that's what I thought. Come to find out, I've been shitting in a coffee mug for years. I have a fucking 14-inch tall round toilet is what I had in there.
Prison toilet.
The new toilet I have is a 16.5-inch elongated toilet where I'm actually shitting into water instead of down the back of the fucking tiny toilet.
Can you go to like a seamstress and have her measure like your inseam to figure out your toilet length?
You don't know your toilet length, do you? I didn't either. That's why I wanted to bring this up.
Maybe that's the problem with the UK is in the UK you're always shitting on the back. You never hit the water. And then when you flush, oh, my God, it never fucking goes down. It just bobbles around. And you flush over and over again because they have no water pressure.
The other great thing about this is it has 2 buttons on the back of the toilet.
Water saver.
I got a number 1 and a number 2. One for pee and one for poop. You can flush them down.
I need one for really hungover and one for what did I eat?
I reach over my shoulder and shove both buttons down about halfway through just to be safe. But
I got one with a 3rd button. It's Axe spray. It just throws it up.
So that was my only toilet story. Was that I have gone through my whole life not knowing how tall a toilet's supposed to be, that there's a round toilet and an elongated toilet, and there's a difference. And, you spend a lot of your life shitting if you're like me, and it's something you should...
turns out most people do.
You want to get you enough, like, nice sheets and things we talk about, but get
Brooklyn.
yourself a nice toilet as well.
This is where the Japanese have an advantage over us, is because they innovate for personal comfort. And this is one of those things.
I would never do a fucking bidet ever.
Well, bidet, I would love a bidet with my new toilet, but here's...
Chad?
This is because
I'll
I'm
get
lazy.
you a bidet for that. I just need to know, is it an elongated toilet or a round toilet?
It's definitely elongated. Here's the thing. I'm so lazy that halfway through, I have the old toilet off, and I have to clean all the wax and shit off the new one. And I tell Jenny, I go, hey... Can I just take the saw and cut that hole bigger and we can just do a fucking Asian toilet where you just squat over a hole in the floor?
I was in Europe in '89 and we were in Yugoslavia and we were at a train station and I asked someone horribly, like, where's the toilet? And there was basically a sink in the ground that you put your foot on each side and there was a rope hanging down. That you would hold on to. You would hold on to. And I'm like, is this legal?
That's how they. That's why they don't.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame. All of a sudden.
All of a sudden, everyone's going to church.
That's why they don't need squatty potty in Asian countries.
Oh my God! Yeah, it was crazy. I remember grabbing some of the toilet paper because I wanted to come home and like everyone like this is what toilet paper is over there, and it was like a 1,000 grit. Fucking sandpaper. Seriously, there are things in there that would buff out.
You could just use the ropes that you held on to. Softer.
It was
All
for
right,
your face.
I didn't know that when I put this note down that this was going to turn into car talk with click and clack. Because I have a problem with my refrigerator. Not shitting in it. Not squat size. But my refrigerator, we've had for 8 years or so.
Van Dyke?
Yeah, Van Dyke. Yeah, come over and look at it when you play fight songs in the middle of the night. And beware of my BB 9mm. It fills up the freezers on the bottom. It's got the big door on the top and the small door on the bottom. That's the freezer. And underneath the drawer you pull out, the wire rack, it fills up with water like a half-inch, quarter-inch.
There's a depression that the water
freezes.
collects, and then it freezes.
I don't know where the fucking water comes from.
I don't either.
Now I've actually timed it. It's about once a month. It starts leaking out onto the floor in front of the freezer, and then I have to go in there and fucking wedge out this sheet of ice.
I have a similar thing happening. We have fucked up refrigerators.
This is like
That's what
it's
it
got an
is.
ice maker.
Is that
but it's-
anything like a razor top?
It's got an ice maker, but we're not.
I don't know, but
connected
it's
to
more
water.
expensive than a toilet.
Click and clack. It makes this tapakata sound. What do you think it is? No, it's not hooked up to water for the ice maker, so there's no reason.
No, it's condensation.
And after a fucking year of Tom being in there, I never went in there. Even the refrigerator underneath the vegetable drawers on the bottom of the fridge part was full of ice somehow that was like mud colored. I didn't ask a lot of questions.
Over a period of time, you're gonna get
But it's a
shit in
month.
there.
I've been timing it
Yeah.
since Tom left late November. Now it's twice that it started leaking onto the floor, and I have to chisel the shit out. And even Andrew, like our handyman guy, I don't fucking know what to do.
Chad's got it.
Yeah, you need a refrigerator. Fuck. It's not hard.
The refrigerator is basically heating up while it cools down. It's one of the biggest energy suckers in the home.
I know, but I don't know why all this shit collects.
It's not working properly. It's an old fucking refrigerator.
it's
It's 8 years
condensation.
old. That's not old.
That's not 8 years old.
Yeah, it's yeah. We got a brand new. We got rid of the one we had. We've only been in there 12 years, so 9 years old.
All right.
Either way, it's the
Mine's from
one
2014. How old is that?
19 years old. Yours is. In refrigerator years.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I'm not good at math, so I believed you. But it seemed a little
Do you like the?
astronomical.
I don't know what your
I hate
refrigerator
them
is.
all.
Do you like the one with the freezer on the bottom, so you got to stoop down, or do you like the split?
Well, the other quiet house we have this split, but it holds a lot less. And I don't like fucking any of them. Anything I don't I don't want to ever have to get low to the ground. I have very tight hamstrings. I don't like to get low. If there's
I usually
a low
don't wear
drawer,
belts.
Bingo does it.
The crisper drawers are brand new. You can't open those fuckers. They're so tight.
There's still a protected
At the
seal
other
for your
house, yeah.
protection. There's still a wax paper on it. Well, in Black Knob, it has the freezer above. And I've never lived in a place like that. It's all right, but it really
Oh yeah,
is good.
that's what we
to
have.
make
Freezer,
drinks.
just a
Freezer
regular
above is
trailer
nice.
park refrigerator,
Yeah.
freezer fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we have.
I'm looking at my notes.
It's appliance
My,
time.
my hot water heater's going out. Is that on topic?
How's it going out? What do you mean it's going out?
It gets calcium buildup in there, and it shorts out the element. I just go in there and crank out the element, and fucking it spits out water and fucking a bunch of white calcium stuff, and then I vacuum it out, and then I shove a new element.
That's a lot
It's
of
like
work
$7
for a guy who doesn't like to work.
Well, yeah, it's like $500 for a fucking new one.
That's
It's like
true, yeah,
$17
I got
for a
two
new
dogs.
element.
Every single year since we've had these dogs, they get older and fatter. I don't know what to do about that. Please tweet at Doug Stanhope. Tell me how to fix my refrigerator, what size toilets we need based on our height and weight. I'm like 150, 5'7", and a slump. How do you fix the fucking water heater? Please let us know these things. It's the reverse click and clack.
No, don't let
We're
us
not to
know.
know.
We already know.
Chad doesn't want answers.
Stop.
What we really need you to do is take a picture of your toilet.
Hey, you know what? Hey, anyone out there, do you want a personalized 30-second greeting from Chad, Chaille, or I, or even Bingo, or Tracy, or Jobi even? Anyone from the podcast, would you pay to get a personalized video to you from us? Well, here, I'll tell you what, Chaille. Olivia Weinstein, or Weinstein, I don't know how you pronounce it, has emailed me repeatedly over the course of months from a company called Cameo. And they can facilitate us making 30-second videos for money, personalized to our fans, and then we can monetize. And hey, just another follow-up. Did you get my email? I'd love to talk to you. Our CEO would love to talk to you. Hey, Olivia Weinstein, good idea. We'll do it without you. Why would we need you?
Yeah.
If anyone wants a personalized 30-second video saying, happy birthday, Brad, and I hope your dick doesn't fall off when you get back from the Philippines. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah. Guess what your cut is, Olivia? Nothing.
Actually, I'll do you one better. We're going to give you that same offer of a 30-second personalized video message. We'll charge you the same, but you're only getting 15 seconds. That's the Doug Stanhope special. 15 seconds for the price of 30.
Wait, why don't we just cut out what they charge? Tell me what Cameo charges for this, where you could get, some third-string fucking IBA basketball player. Do they still I don't know if there's an IBA. I assume that's where the Washington Generals play when they're not busy with those
losing to the Globetrotters.
Yeah, we don't need you, Olivia. Thanks, but we will absolutely steal your idea.
Well, the best way to get in touch with the podcast is the new Gmail podcast email address.
Wait, that's not a real thing. I thought you
it?
were segueing into the fucking thing that Hennigan said with the reviews.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's another thing.
All right,
Hey,
I'll cut
thing.
that part out.
That's
You're
not
right.
another thing.
No.
That is the thing.
He didn't tell me that there was a thing.
I'm all over the map. I get a bunch of notes. Hennigan says, hey, if you review my book on Amazon, because it means something. And I like it.
Your book, this is
reviews
not
are
fame.
important. Yeah.
They are important.
This is not fame. Your book, not Hennigan's book.
My new book, This Is Not Fame. Review it on Amazon, and Chad Shank, with his golden, silky, smooth, lubricated throat, will read your review on an upcoming podcast. The best of the reviews he will read like police beats. So, yeah, review them. And, I know you're going to try to be funny and snarky, but I prefer one that's honest.
Yeah. Funny and snarky might get you edged out of the best.
Did you see that? One guy tweeted it took him 3 tries to do a review.
That they would accept?
They bounce him out for
They keep bouncing him out for inappropriate. It's like, I'm just repeating what's in the book. This is great. Good book. I finished that while we were on vacation. Really good book, and learned a lot. I've known you for a long time, and I learned a lot.
Right? That's how I felt.
I'm 20 pages from the end of Ralphie May's book, which I went in going, how much bullshit is going to be in this book? Ralphie May, for any good thing you can say, which is a lot, he was full of shit so much of the time. And there was only a few times I had to stop myself once early on. I wish I had it in front of me. If it was prepared, I could read you something where you go, Ralphie, you were 8 years old and you, in quotes, have this dissertation to your mother. This is probably just lazy. He wrote it with someone else. yeah, no 8-year-old says this to his mother.
You did say that I mean, being through the process yourself, you've written both of your books by yourself.
Right.
And, well, I mean, you're ghostwriter Alex. But
my ghost editor.
You've written
the unpaid
You
editor.
did say that you felt that the writer that assisted with Ralphie's book did a good job. You felt
He
like
did.
it was
As it went on, again, I went in kind of he's because we've talked about it. Ralphie has told bullshit stories where I was there to me, and I'm like, Ralphie, that never happened. I don't know why you're putting all this.
To be specific, it was at Ralphie's house on his patio.
Yeah, I guess.
He's telling the story to Bird Cloud, and he finishes the story, and you go, Ralphie, that never happened. And he's like, Dougie. And he does this whole thing. He's very charming, but he's definitely lying about the story. But it's still... someone's backing up out there. They're bringing Ralphie. They're bringing Ralphie's casket. Ralphie's casket.
I did get a little weepy at the end of it last night. I don't know who was there, you or her.
You were crying to me.
Yeah, there was a very soft spot towards the end where he thought he was gonna die and wrote open letters to his family of all the fucked up things he did. And I remember when, is he gonna die? Because I had him in death pool. So. Yes, conflicted.
I have to say, having heard we talked about it last night, but after hearing all of the stories from other comics and things about Ralphie May, and not really knowing him that much, but he knew of me and I knew of him through you, and he was the most gracious host when we hung out there for a couple days, and then Bird Cloud showed up, and he just opened up everything, but barbecue for everyone. He had that fucking huge mason jar full of his strain of weed that made Andy stop smoking weed.
Yeah,
Andy
tried to keep up.
It was a great
He's
time.
always been a sweetheart. That's
Totally,
why, like all the bad shit. And
that's why I get away with being such a bullshitter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he must have known that. He whitewashes all this Houston stuff where if you're a comedian, okay, not every comedian in Houston shit on you for no reason at all. Because I've always found comedy to be a very, actually,
self-policing.
Self-policing, but they're behind each other for most of the time.
Yeah,
they buoy each other up. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
They're behind each other until there's some fucking skullduggery.
There's always some fucking small petty politics, but for you to get fucking drummed out of a city, and then he's gone through on page. God damn it, I remembered the page. I think it was I don't remember now. 163, whatever. When he talks about he finally admitted I do have a weight problem that's affecting my family. This is in the 2000s. He says, I thought now I really have to make this step to get a gastric bypass. And I'm like, when I met you in 95, you said, I lost 300 pounds because I had the stomach stapling. And then 3 years later, I saw him. He's like, yeah, I'm getting a stomach stapling. I'm like, you told me you already did. And in the book, his first one is fucking 8 years after I met him when he had fucking 2. It's like, oh man. So I tweeted it lightheartedly, but I really would love to hear from anyone that's in that book. Jody Fertig, especially his wife. That would be fantastic just to sit and go over, because I don't care that he was full of shit. None of us cared.
Well, we're all full of shit to some degree, so yeah.
Not like that. No.
Who was that other comic you said?
Did it for a living.
You said there was a comic.
Anthony Andrews and Jody Fertig were the two when he supposedly started a riot at a one-nighter, and the cops handcuffed him with 3 pairs of handcuffs, and then there was a cops crew there. But I think I kind of remember I might have been around. That was in Houston days.
Oh my God!
The
Did they have a tour? What happened to the tour bus? I remember the one caught on fire, and it was an insurance loss.
Yeah.
Do they have another one? Is it on state sale?
Yeah, it is.
Yep. What?
I
looked for it.
Chad
I
knows?
remember. No, I remember seeing it. I think I do.
All right. Well,
Maybe
Let's
not.
call
Maybe
it-
I'm wrong.
Let's call his assistant.
no,
No, I'm sure he
I'll
squirreled
call
it
his
away.
wife.
Yeah.
She must need some kind of, comforting
Comforting?
in a time of need. All right, let's wrap this up. Still waiting to hear from Samsonite about my fucking that sweepstakes. I bought some like suit bag from a thrift store from, I'm guessing, the early mid 80s, and it still was brand new Samsonite, and it had a fill out this cheat sheet. Tell us how you found us. If you fill us out, you could win $1,200 worth of Samsonite luggage. So I filled it out. It's from fucking 30 years ago. So I'm going to start torturing at Samsonite, going, hey.
Who won?
Yeah, I get the thing with all the rules and regulations. It says we do this quarterly, May 12th, but no year. But in the do you own any of these? It was like a camcorder, not mobile phone. What do they call them before that? Just antiquated. They go, this has to be like
The fuck
1982.
did they call him?
Car phone.
It might have been car phone. It was just all these. There was no websites or anything. It was
So like
PO
every
boxes.
year on that date, well, who's the winner this year? We haven't done the drawing. Well, how many entries do you have?
I'm going to sue the fuck
One.
out of them. Let's get more lawyers involved in our life.
Hey, if you want to buy Doug's book or Bingo's book or Bingo's her album's out right now. Are You Amused?
Yep. Are You Amused?
Doug's book is available signed right now at DougStanhope.com. Bingo's book signed is also available at BingoBingaman.com, where you can also get the album, and it's on iTunes, right? Right on. That's it.
And if you want 30-second videotapes, this is just a tester, but tweet at us at Doug Stanhope at HD Fatty for. Come on, you'll do it.
Chad's giving
We'll get you
the
drunk,
slit
you'll do
throat thing. I don't think that
at
means
Bingo
yes.
Bingaman at Egg Lester for Tracy.
No.
Well, just tell me if you would want it. We're just feeling out the market.
I cut it out earlier. No, don't contact Chad. I cut it out earlier. The official podcast email address is stanhopepodcast@gmail.com. That's the way to get in touch with us about the podcast. Why are you standing up?
I thought we were done.
Why are you still holding your microphone if you're leaving?
To remind you, hashtag MyMorningExpress and send your favorite pictures, the ones that keep you awake at night, to hashtag MyMorningExpress. Do not put at Doug Stanhope. I'll be watching. I'll be liking. Just, make it weird for them. They're too fucking happy in the morning. Good morning, America.
Here's more Frank on 96.1 KPLX.
Yay! It's a party! Kristine, don't look so nervous. It's the Frank Show with Kristine Levine and our guest in the studio, Doug Stanhope. Good morning. Doug, good morning. Jobi is here. Hi, Jobi.
How you doing?
And Chad is here as well. Chad, it's good
Morning,
to see
everybody.
you. Nice to meet you guys.
Oh my God.
So glad you're here. Jobi Whitlock, Chad Shank, and Doug Stanhope. Kristine's longtime friends, crew, cult. Okay.
Wow.
Well, I wasn't going to say that earlier.
Yeah.
I've said that privately, Doug, but
I think it's a little strong, don't you? I feel like it's a little, that's a little loaded word.
but Doug, if you're the one that's saying cult, I would attribute you as the leader, kind of, more or less.
Yeah. He's got a Koresh flair to him.
I've hashtag MeToo Kristine Levine.
Yeah, I've violated
Yeah.
people.
Well,
Yes.
The stories I've heard, Doug. I just heard some story about her taking a knife out of her bra at some point.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was the guy, Dr. Dims. Dr. Douchebag.
Yeah, the guy they were going to kill that guy.
Right.
Nice people were going to kill him.
Nice people.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were really going to kill that guy.
That was going to happen.
Christine told me that Doug looks at the guy and says, listen, now that they smell blood, you better get out of here.
Yeah.
Have you told this on the air before?
No, never on the air. No, I just told him privately, like when we're, no, we should though, we can. That is what happened. Yeah.
It's, I think it's too, you had to be there. It was too dark and there was
it's pretty dark and weird. Yeah.
Yeah, heavy hallucinogen use and one guy that was just too much of an irritant.
He was really, really awful. And then, I took an opportunity to take care of it. I just got sick of him and,
kicked him off a folding chair, kicked him straight on his back.
Yeah.
She's got more barroom bras than I've even seen video of before, Doug. I love it. I just love it. So, Jobi, share with us what you do in Doug Stanhope's world, because we were talking about the Death Pool website a little while ago.
Yes. For the people that don't know what a celebrity death pool is, it's a game that we play.
Right.
Where you pick a celebrity and you get points if they die.
That's right.
What our website is, we're the first and only ones to do it in a celebrity, a fantasy sports format.
Oh, okay,
so it's a fantasy sports of celebrity death pool.
I love it.
We do trade rounds and, where if you have a celebrity that is in cancer remission, I drop them, put in someone else.
Because they're in remission.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's Doug Stanhope Celebrity
When we
Death Pool.
first started doing it, you would pick 20 celebrities for the entire year.
Right.
And you're stuck with those.
Set it and forget it, and then...
You get 100 points less their age. So
Okay.
if someone's like 92 years old, you only get 8 points if they die.
Right.
If you get a Whitney Houston, that was
Score.
Bingo got
Bingo
Whitney
won.
Houston that year. And it was in February, which is bonus points because it's Black History Month. So Black person in Black History Month, extra 25 points.
We have,
Oh, she drowned. Yeah. There was a drowning bonus because it's a pool.
Yeah.
So she drowned.
We have OD points, murder, suicide points, that kind of thing. That's all bonus points.
All right. What was the last big death that we experienced?
I think the biggest one last year was Manson, and that was huge. I think like 900 people had him or something like
and
that.
how many points did people get for Manson's passing?
It was age, and that was it.
Yeah, it was just like
88 or something like that.
We saw Ralphie May sadly pass away last year.
I had him.
Yeah, you had him.
I won in our league.
I'm just saying. Just to mention the passing of someone and the excitement on Doug's face that he had him on his list.
Yeah.
It's great.
I just got allowed. Is it true that I can get bet on now?
I think you're in the. I think I threw you in the database.
Thank you very much.
People can pick you.
I've been trying to get on this database for so long. I've been like, listen, how many episodes of the stupid Portlandia show do I gotta do before I can get bet on? Because listen, I'm fat, I'm sad. I'm going down the line. I'm real sad.
Doug, you should have seen the tweets or the text messages from Christine over the Christmas break.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
I text him now. You can't replying. I'm gonna kill myself.
I
wasn't that bad.
Doug, we're going to have Christine and her husband and her sister over to the house on Christmas Eve, but Christmas Eve morning, my wife and I got in this nasty bicker match. And so my wife goes, well, you just tell Christine and her friends to not come over. And then she said it the second time. Mm-hmm. So if she said it once, I would have just tossed it off as her being angry and upset. But she said it a second time.
Right.
So you had to blow her off for Christmas?
So
Yeah.
The depressed lady?
Yeah. Yeah. I knew. I was like, we don't even have any food in the house, but that's okay.
So it was going to be this nice thing. They were going to come over Christmas Eve. We were going to do steaks and baked potatoes and all that. I ended up like at 5 o'clock just driving it all over to her house, throwing it on her porch.
Well, because I texted him back and I go, that's okay, we don't have any food, but we were kind of looking forward to just having dinner one time this week, but that's cool.
Whatever.
I understand. And then 2 minutes later, he's like, what's your address?
Hey,
He's a good friend.
Bingo's not on mic, but Bingo's in here. It's really nice to finally meet you, Bingo.
Oh.
It's nice to see you. I hear all kinds of stories from Kristine and everything, so I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to have you in here. Hey, Doug, tell us the title of your new book.
It's called This Is Not Fame.
Okay.
It's get it on Amazon, and it's war stories from the road.
Yeah. That's kind of a recurring theme, I feel like, for you, talking about fame and how to use it, using it wisely or using it poorly.
Not having it.
Or not having it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Being infamous, getting recognized at the worst karaoke bar ever.
At breakfast this morning?
Yes, I did sign a book at breakfast.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, the cook made his wife race down to the hotel breakfast with the book to sign.
You're cool with that. You don't mind.
Yeah, no, it's great. But it's like where you don't want to get recognized. This dirty karaoke joint. I can't believe I'm sitting right next to you. I can't believe someone's going to watch me sing karaoke.
You do.
Did you?
Did you?
No, I didn't.
good.
Chad did.
Oh,
He's got the.
Oh, he's good. So, yeah, that's true.
Are we going to do am I going to do a karaoke off with Chad?
Oh, Chad can sing. I don't know.
What'd you do? What'd you sing, Chad?
Oh, I don't even know. I didn't sign myself up. I just heard my name and had to go up. I was a little bit inebriated.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Cumbersome. I was there for Cumbersome.
Oh, that's a good one. I bet he can nail that.
Wait, who does Cumbersome? I know
Three
that.
Doors Down.
Seven Mary 3.
Seven Mary 3.
There's a number in there.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't fame? Is that the
This is not fame.
This is not fame. Do you do all your own writing, or do you work with someone?
Absolutely.
How do you find the process? The writing process?
You just start writing stuff. I don't know. That's one of the questions they ask you as a comic. Like, what's your process for writing material? I don't know. You think of something funny and you try to make it funnier?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's it. Yeah.
Try to remember it.
Exactly that.
Bullet point some stuff.
I know. There are people, though, that do have a process. There are people that have, like, little catalogs and all of their notebooks. And
3x5 cards. And
I don't understand those people.
If I had, like, a room for, a whole board, a bulletin board, and I would put index cards with, all right, this chapter goes with that.
Right.
Instead, I have a legal pad, and then I write till it's full, and then I scrap it and rewrite it.
Because when I think about writing a book, it just feels overwhelming. It feels like such a massive undertaking. You just start.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have the entire book mapped out in my head. Like, you're writing something about some waitress you pooned in Minneapolis, and you go, I forgot. Then that was the friend of the thing. Okay, that would segue good here. And then you write it, and then you go, it doesn't really work. Then you scrap it, and then you start over, and then you do a lot of Adderall. My process would be this. I'd get to the bar at my house around noon.
Sure.
And I'd start to I'd start at my computer, and then I'd check my email, and then I'd go to Newser, and then I'd start reading the news, and then I'd drink coffee, and then I'd be on Twitter, and maybe I'll check Facebook. Actually, I don't even use Facebook, but when I'm trying to avoid work, I'll go there, and then I'll drink more coffee, and then I get the booze shakes with the coffee and the first cigarette. That starts the booze shakes. So now I'm going to start drinking either whiskey, Coke, or a vodka soda until my hands stop trembling enough I could actually type to write. So I drink. So that's about 2:30 or so, and then I take an Adderall about 4 because now I'm starting to get drunk.
Yeah.
So now my hands are still, but I'm a little sloppy. So I take an Adderall, and then Then I start pounding away on the keys, and then I have miraculous ideas of what's going to go into the book.
That's so funny. I have a similar process with Adderall. I do the same. Like, I'm sitting there like, yeah, because you get in this little balance with the booze and the Adderall. You get in this zone. Like, it's like a little soft spot, sweet spot, where all of a sudden your ideas are fantastic, and you've got all the energy in the world to do it. Oh, it's great. All the confidence. It's fantastic.
If there was a comedy hall of fame and they started pull medals and awards because of drug use, like the steroid era, I would be shamed. I would be so shamed. McGuire, I guess.
It's 8:20. Doug Stanhope, Jobi Whitlock, Chad Shank are our guests in the studio, and you guys are hanging out with us until we're done, which I love.
What's with the towel? You have the night sweats going on?
I've got the
flu.
I've got the always sweats.
All right,
Doug.
Just asking. You look like a boxer in a corner.
I know. That's how I feel sometimes.
Like Freddie Roach.
Yeah. I got
Parkinson's.
I was telling her about how I could never work in TV or film because I sweat too much. I would just sit in the trailer and just sweat.
Oh, I couldn't just because I'm ugly.
It's 8:21. It's the Frank Show with Kristine Levine. Don't go away.
It's the Frank Show. 96.1 KLPX. Tucson's real classic rock.
Show with Kristine Levine. Our guest in the studio, Doug Stanhope, Jobi Whitlock, and Chad Shanker. Did I get all the names right?
Shanker.
Shank. I was trying to do it without...
Shanker sword.
If you use my name as a verb, that's all right, I guess.
I thought I could pull it without my notes, but yeah.
Hey, let me just take a moment. I want to reach out, since we're here in Tucson,
sure,
to KVOA's Jeff Beamish, the weatherman. Jeff Beamish, I know you blocked me on Twitter.
Oh, no.
I took my man crush too far with you. The beautiful little weatherman with a bulbous head on KVOA mornings.
Oh, there he is right there.
Yeah.
He's a meteorologist.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
He's the best, too.
He joined KVOA in December of 2007, and it says here on his bio page he couldn't be happier in Tucson.
He seems very happy, and I think we took a prank a little too far, just trying to get his attention.
I wish somebody would try to get my attention in such a way.
Well, he had a hashtag in the morning.
So funny.
I mean, I'm not awake at 6 a.m., but I DVR my KVOA morning news with, there's Melanie Hunter and Nicole Semery. It's my Ginger and Marianne. Sean Mooney. But Jeff Beamish, he captured my heart. And I would watch the weather with him. And then he would say, hey, here's a picture of a beautiful Arizona sunrise or something sent to us by so-and-so. Send your pictures of Arizona weather to #SkyCandy. On Twitter. Okay. So on our podcast, the Doug Stanhope podcast, we thought it would be funny because we have a very peculiar fan base. Sure. That they would send their favorite pictures to the #SkyCandy, and it was immediately glutted with pictures of,
Holocausts and
Holocaust, syphilis gone awry, drug cartel murder, beheading photos. Just the worst. Like to where I was even going, oh my God, I can't even look at this one. And within a day, they stopped doing #SkyCandy because there's nothing they could. And Jeff Beamish blocked me and all my listeners from his Twitter, and I want to get back in your good graces, Jeff. If you could @ Jeff Beamish and tell him I'm sorry. Tell him I'm sorry.
I was going to suggest
tell him I need my baby.
Here's a quote from Jeff. The sun, the mountains, the weather. Can it get any better than this?
Yeah, I can. Look up Melanie Hunter.
All right. I'm just one step behind you, Doug. Let me see what I got
Nicole Semery looks just like Cindy Lou Who from Whoville.
Oh, wow.
She does. But the dirty one is Melanie. She likes to mountain bike.
Oh, does she? Oh,
she
hey.
does a lot of things.
Hey, Doug, I mountain bike.
She's very active.
Melanie Hunter. I'm going to have to see what kind of mountain bike she's on there. I think she's got a Twitter account,
She can wear a helmet like nobody. Except Bingo, of course, her seizure hat.
Oh, no.
Bingo just bought A seizure helmet. I can't describe it. It's
a seizure helmet. When I was in junior high, there were kids in a class that were wearing those. And they would like hug the walls. They walk down the hallway.
Yeah, it's like a wrestling hat. Iowa wrestlers would wear it to avoid the cauliflower ear.
That's right. Yeah.
She doesn't wear it. She has it.
I just bought it.
Well, you just bought it, but you're not wearing it. What if you had a seizure right now?
If you had a seizure and you weren't wearing your seizure helmet.
This was a safe place.
I'd catch her. I'd catch you, babe. Don't worry. I'm soft. You land on me.
Jeff Beamish doesn't want to have fun with you on the Twitter. That's unfortunate.
I know. It's just because of, hundreds of vilely inappropriate things. But now we have another one that we're going to do.
Oh, no.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I was watching the headline news. Okay. In the morning. Do you know Robin Meade?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know that name.
She's got those electrically, impossibly white teeth. They're glowing, radioactive teeth, and she's just daffy. And
look at those teeth. Jesus Christ.
I know. You can see them from another planet.
It's insane.
Well, she has the hashtag #MyMorningExpress. So we're going to take that Sky Candy gag national. That podcast hasn't gone out yet, but...
Doug, poor Robin. Whatever. That's awesome.
You have any idea how jealous I am of this? That Doug and his band of misfits get away with this kind of stuff?
Yeah.
If you and I did it, what would happen?
Fired.
Immediately.
Bye-bye.
Hey, because we were... I'm pretty good at not cursing on the air.
I think you're great.
But yesterday on CNN...
All over the place.
Trump
all over.
Constantly.
I never
just to hear people say, and then he said that the S-hole countries.
Yeah.
I'll just say ship-hole.
Yeah.
There you go.
I couldn't believe it.
But they, on CNN,
all day.
The word is right there on the graphic, but Wolf Blitzer's still saying, and then he said, S-hole. Well, the word is spelled out there on the graphic, on the screen. Why can't you say it? And if they can... And the correspondents were using it.
Yeah, some of the correspondents were saying it.
Timid,
yeah.
Wolf's nervous.
And I was watching TV and I thought, I've waited my whole life for this. Just to hear that word repeated over and over again by a bunch of suits. It made me so happy.
I heard some anchors over enunciating the word a little bit on MSNBC. Ship. They were really looking forward to being able to use that word.
It felt so good.
But they don't fall into the same category that you do. FCC really has no control over cable.
No, but they do here for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Is a big...
technically, they could show porn on Comedy Central.
Right.
Legally.
After 10 p.m. or
FCC
anytime.
rules don't apply to cable, but cable self-regulates, so the FCC doesn't start putting their fingers in their ship hole.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's kind of the same premise with satellite radio.
Right.
You know, you can go on satellite radio and say F and C all day long. But here, not so much. Bingo, where's your helmet?
At the hotel.
Bingo, that whiskey you had for breakfast isn't showing in your face at all.
I was hoping you guys would bring some.
She was telling me.
I was going to.
Drank it on the car ride over.
Dog.
Yeah, we were thinking about having morning cocktails, but Chaille's are here at the hotel, and they were out of sorts last night, so I didn't know who was going to be responsible enough to get us out of that, because the hotel sold out. If I could have gotten the room for another night, don't worry, we would have been blasting away in here. But someone's going to have to move us to at least another hotel or back to Bisbee.
Or
gotcha.
Or what?
Oh, shoot, you got to...
What?
I forgot she has an 11 o'clock doctor's appointment. Oh, that's great. You're going to show up hammered.
The doctors know, too. They can tell. They'll know right away, won't they?
No, she has traumatic brain injury.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Oh.
They don't know.
So it works. Always good to lie to your neurologist when they're trying to figure out what's wrong with your head.
But it looks like you could use that to your advantage sometimes too, right?
Oh, she plays the retard card hard. We get out of having football parties and everything. Oh, yeah, we can't do that anymore since Bingo's injury. Bingo had a traumatic brain injury. She had a seizure last year and fell and smashed her skull, was in a coma forever. She was at UMC for a month.
Yeah.
So, we've used that since she's come back to our advantage.
Yeah, no Super Bowl or nothing, huh?
Nope.
Good.
Nope.
Good.
I passed
I'll be there, though.
I passed out on...
Oh, we have secret football.
Yeah, exactly.
8:39. Let's get a break. Doug Stanhope, Jobi Whitlock, and Chad Shank are our guests.
Find coffee.
Yeah, go get some coffee. We'll do a quick break and be right back.
More Frank Show coming up on KLPX. Whether he's ready or not. Frank! Now back to the Frank Show on 96.1 KLPX.
9:04. It's the Frank Show with Kristine Levine. Our guests in the studio are Doug Stanhope, Jobi Whitlock, and Chad Shank. Doug, Kristine told me something about you that I find odd.
Is this going to be the Me Too part?
Oh.
Because I did abuse my... I have not been outed in the whole Me Too scandal.
That's right.
I feel like I'm losing street cred.
There was an article that I read where you were going around telling people, hey, this might come out about me. But then it was about someone else.
I took some credit for other people's shame because no one was outing me. Kristine Levine,
What?
Why don't you out Doug?
Yeah, out me. Because one time you wanted to work Cleveland, and I made you give me mouth love.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. What, B?
I walked in on it.
Oh, yeah.
She walked past it.
Bingo showed up.
It was a first-floor motel. I always thought you just went past the window.
No, she came in.
Okay.
She came in, and I was like, hey, 1 second. I'm trying to get to Cleveland, babe. I'm doing this for a reason. And she was like, carry on. Carry on, sister. I get it.
Carry on.
Okay, so what happened? What happened was there was drinks and cocaine.
Okay.
But also, I got a wild hair at my butt. Somebody told me that they want to see me in.
You can have that fixed.
Cleveland.
Anal rejuvenation.
Yes, I want it. I want that too. Anyway, so then what happened is I was just feeling frisky and I was like, I gotta go to Cleveland. You need to take me to Cleveland. You always take me to stupid Cincinnati, which is wrong of me to say because I'm so grateful that he takes me anywhere ever.
Sure.
I am, but I was just like, but I thought, well, let's just see if I can get to Cleveland. And then he was like, no, so blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, you know what? I know you're just teasing me, but I'm doing it. And I am a mountain of a woman. I'm a large lady.
Right.
Doug is not a large man.
Right.
I get on top of him. And I don't know, I think I called you a name like a maggot or something. You got a boner. And I was like, is that what you're into?
This is like the Koresh part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know what he... So then I started doing it. And then I pop it out of my mouth and I'm like, I gotta go.
Kristine, you don't do this for Cleveland.
Yeah.
This is like a Chicago kind of thing.
Right. But I said,
this is LA Comedy Store stuff.
Right. I said, no. I want to go to Cleveland. I know what I'm doing. I want to go to Cleveland. I don't want to go to Cincinnati again. And I go, who you got opening for you in Cleveland? And he goes, Judas Chaka. And I said, well, all right, I'm funny. And he goes, Judas Chaka's wicked funny. And I went back to work. And then I stopped him for a minute and I said, I'm wicked funny. So? And he goes, I already got Judas Chaka. And I go, all right, I'm going back to work because I obviously am not moving my point, you know what I mean? The ball's not getting moved downfield very well.
I understand.
So, anyway, and then finally when he said that like the third or fourth time, and then going, then I was like, all right, well.
Halfway through.
Yeah.
I don't know if I assume it was around halfway. I know it wasn't after.
No, I didn't even. I was just like, okay, well, I'm not getting to Cleveland, so I guess I'm still going to Cincinnati.
Oh my God, I love it.
And then I went to Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's a way worse story than half the people that are getting outed. They just think of a mild flirtation in the office, and then all of a sudden the guy's unemployed. I actually said, no, you have to, give me mouth love for work. And then allowed it to continue. And then Then we just fought about who gets to tell this story on stage.
That's true.
Comedy works so much better than other businesses.
Right. Well,
So I talk about that in the book. There's a lot of that. There's where, because I don't work for anyone. The only people that can fire me are my audience.
Right.
The ticket buyers.
That's I can't tell you how jealous I am of that. Yeah, dude. That's fantastic. That's a great story.
yeah,
but did you
100% true.
Did you ever make it to Cleveland?
No, I still have never been.
It's a really terrible improv. It's really it's the worst improv.
Yeah.
It's an awful club.
Well, it's okay. I mean, whatever. I just wanted to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
and
she just wanted to be in a city where she's average size.
that also is add to the list, Appleton, Wisconsin.
Well, you gotta take her to
I'd like to go there also.
You gotta take her to Huntington, West Virginia. That's where
Also
you
would
were.
like to go.
You ever worked in West Virginia?
Yeah, we did West Virginia. Just looking for anyone.
Somebody help me out here.
God, it was Wheeling and somewhere else.
Yeah, Bluefield.
Really, really, really creepy.
That's what I was going to ask, yeah.
Yeah, like terrifying. Looks just like the Deer Hunter.
Yeah.
Still, it's no different.
It's like driving I feel like I'm in Eastern Europe when I'm driving around in West Virginia. It's like crazy.
It's frightening.
Yeah.
And you're from kind of that area.
Eastern Kentucky, yeah, absolutely.
Me and Andy Andrus went hillbilly hunting in Kentucky once. We went to Salt Gum. We just found the weirdest name of a town in those little gray lines, and we thought we'd just go to a bar, have a drink in the afternoon, and there wasn't bars. It's all dry county.
Yep, yeah.
We found a mercantile where we walked in, and literally everyone stopped and stared at us because we were...
They know.
Yeah. And
But your hair was short in the back, too.
And he's like, let's get out of here. I go, no, we gotta buy something.
Yeah.
Get a Coke.
Give him some money. Yeah. This is the best way to not have them murder you.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a few dollars their way.
Do you even have like a producer or anything here? This is starting.
We got this Mucho over here.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's sitting back there.
Because when you said there's a seventh caller, you weren't answering phones.
No,
How do you
I
know that?
It's right here on my screen.
Oh, do you keep them locked in there? There's no one in the hallways here?
It's weird, isn't it?
It is frightening.
Yeah, I know, yeah. It's been that way, but this is our first week back, but
it's weird because you see all the platinum signed albums from all these. You go, oh, this used to be hopping. These hallways used to be busy. There's probably security at the door and stuff.
Well, yeah.
Franz Ferdinand was sitting in a green room going, they're going to be a little bit late. You got bumped back from, Cher or something. I don't know.
Franz Ferdinand's hoping they make a good impression on us for once.
Yeah.
Yes, that did, this place at one time.
Well, yeah, is radio on the death pool? Probably should be, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
No.
Artie Lang is.
Artie Lang,
he's on radio.
Is he still doing a show?
I always had Ralphie May, even before we did Celebrity Death Pool, when we just do Comic Death Pool as a bar conversation.
Yeah.
Ralphie May was always my first. So when he died, I got to have a comic every year.
Another comic, yeah.
So it's got to be Artie. I put out a Twitter poll where it was who should be my comic in my death pool: Artie Lang, Ron White, or I put Pablo in, but then I go, oh, that's stupid. I should have said who was it?
Oh, Pablo Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was a little drinking problem or whatever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a problem, but...
he had just had some meltdown on stage. Which good comic of us hasn't?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm, that's kind of
But anyway, Artie was the resounding winner. I saw Artie last year. The last book I did, I was promoting.
Right.
And I did his podcast. And I started early in the morning. I did Stern. Then I did Ron Bennington. Then I had a couple other Sirius Radio. Then some. So I'm drinking this entire time. I don't get to his house till 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And he's torn.
Yeah.
He's got that prolapsed nostril.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, God.
And I'm wrecked from, all day drinking, and we both were looking at each other like, this might be the last time I see this guy.
Did you guys do a podcast?
Yeah, we did his podcast.
Yeah.
I guess he was doing, now he's with Anthony Cumia. But
yeah, he called me up and did some Deathpool talk on his podcast.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you'd run numbers, me versus him and me versus Ralphie, who had the more picks in the death pool.
Yeah,
I feel all right.
Yeah, and Ralphie took that as a point of pride. If he had more numbers, his ranking went up.
Yeah, when I pulled him out a couple times, I'm like, he seemed too healthy, and we're getting really competitive. He's like, you can't pull me out, Dougie Stanhope. I'm always in your death pool.
Me and Coach.
Aww.
The first time I met Ralphie a decade or so ago, he came in the studio, and he had slung over his shoulder the drip machine. Did you ever see him wearing that?
The drip machine.
Some kind of internal drip.
Yeah, it's like an internal washer or something like that. It's like after he had a surgery, he had a machine that
he couldn't
sucked
heal
it
up.
out. Yeah. It's called a wound vac.
You had something like that, right?
No, I didn't have that yet.
But didn't you had some like diverticulitis thing?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I had a big. Yes. Yeah, I remember you called me up when I was in the hospital and you said something.
Made fun of you?
Yes, you did. Yeah. Why'd your pooper work, stupid fatty? And I laughed so hard. Oh my God.
I remember Kristine when we first started working together. She would tell me that Doug, you would tease her about being fat, saying, "All right, what'd you eat?"
Yeah.
And when I'm first working with someone, I gotta go like, oh.
Grab your pearls. How'd you collect it?
Oh, that's not really nice. I don't know you well enough to joke around like that. Yeah,
yeah you do. Okay.
It's 9:16. Everybody doing good? Everybody doing all right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get another break out of the way. We've got Doug Stanhope along with Jobi Whitlock and Chad Shank in the studio with Frank and Kristine. We'll be right back.
You got it. More Frank Show next on 96.1 KLPX.
Are you still with me?
The Frank Show on 96.1 KLPX. Here's Frank.
No, that's how I saw Doug one of the last times he was in studios when he needed the umbilical hernia and you were doing a fundraiser. For the doctor that was doing the surgery.
Yeah. That's for the Humane Society.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then I went back to that doctor because I had another hernia. And it's very strange because that time, the first time they gave it to me free.
It was like a one-off.
Yeah. Knew someone who knew someone, and somehow I got free surgery. We were talking about this earlier with your vaginal rejuvenation. I got this on a lark, and then I went back to the same doctor because she did a great job, and I go, I'll just pay you cash this time. And when I went to the front desk, they go, well, what's your insurance? I go, I don't have insurance. I'm just going to pay you money. And there was like a scramble.
They don't know how to do it.
She blanked out. She had to call a manager.
They don't have a register with change.
They don't know what it costs.
Yeah, we don't have a receipt book for that.
He wants to pay money.
Then
Very
we got to
strange.
figure it out.
And then the surgeon said, I can do this one more time for money.
Yeah.
I'll pay you whatever it costs. They go, yeah, we can't do this again because they lose money. I go, but you're charging me money.
Yeah.
So I don't get it at all. So there's some wicked grift.
Yeah, there's a grift there for sure. Yeah.
I got what's the thing where they take I got a free root canal once.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, same thing.
It shouldn't cost money for a root canal.
No, right?
I pay for this. Can you get a dominatrix to do this? Please make it.
Be wonderful. Kristine, you sent me this link here. 5 jobs that make us the happiest.
Yeah, for satisfaction, personal satisfaction.
Personal satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
And I would feel like some of you guys might balk at this, but the 5 jobs with the highest job satisfaction rate: video game producer, film director,
I bet,
music producer, neurosurgeon, and then comedian. Comedian, top 5 for personal satisfaction. Doug's looking.
Where did you find that? I've never even seen comedian in any kind of job listing.
Maybe enough of them are responding to surveys now.
I mean, there's so many comedians responding.
Yeah, open micers.
Right.
Maybe.
It's not really a job.
Well, and they all seem real sad from my experience. So how's that?
Yeah. No, that's why I put it in here, because it just surprised me. I was just like, it has all the other earmarks of a normal survey. Like, all the happiest workers are in Hawaii. Yeah. No kidding. But that was the only one that made me go, oh,
what?
Are you serious?
And they even make comment, and since when have comedians been known to be happy?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely...
They all say, just being able to make people laugh.
It's the greatest job in the world.
Yeah, it's a gift, and if this ever becomes a job, I'll quit.
Right.
Really? Well, when you're 50, you've been doing it for 27 years, and you have a GED otherwise, you're going to quit? No, you're going to suck it up, you're going to go out and you're going to spill the same jokes on stage.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're not going to change all of a sudden. You're going to just keep going. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I had a buddy on the show for 2 years, and he did the same opener, the same closer for like a decade on the Chitlin circuit, and you're driving around from town to town.
Yeah.
Like, after a while, it's like, dude!
No, we've known...
Well, that was before the internet. Now, now your stuff's out there. You got to change.
You have to, yeah.
Try to write or don't work. That's it. Yeah.
All right, so here are the 5 jobs that make people the most miserable. Stock clerk.
Yeah.
I've done it. Cashier, janitor, machine feeder at a factory, and a telemarketer, which we've got a ton of telemarketers in Tucson.
See what I mean? That all rings true. The only problem that I have with this is the comedian part. I thought that can't be right.
Okay, and then this next bit here is the same thing. The study looked at the states where people were most satisfied overall. Hawaii, Alaska, Wyoming, New Mexico, and West Virginia. People in West Virginia apparently are ecstatic.
Because coal miners don't work.
They don't know any better.
That's just it.
They don't know better.
Yeah. Fetal alcohol makes everybody happy.
It's that opioid epidemic.
It is. You know who the happiest workers I know are the people at Lucky Wishbone.
Go
ahead, Chad. I'm in a bit of a pickle. Super Bowl's coming up, and I'm going to have a few people over to the house. I don't know what to serve them.
Doug, I have good news for you. When it's time to plan your party, invite Lucky Wishbone to do the catering. Call them now for their special catering package that comes with 2 pieces of fried chicken, coleslaw, and a slice of garlic toast.
Hang on, that sounds like a lot, and I'm on a limited budget.
That's starting at only $4.35 per person, with a 25-person minimum. For bigger appetites, try their 3 pieces of fried chicken, coleslaw, baked beans, and a slice of garlic toast, starting at only $6.75 per person.
That sounds like a deal, because Kristine Levine's going to be there. She's got a healthy appetite.
You do need a 25-person minimum, and I'm not sure how many people she counts as. For smaller groups, call Lucky Wishbone now, and we'll create your own personal party menu. Visit LuckyWishbone.com for their catering menu and to find the Lucky Wishbone nearest you. That's Lucky Wishbone, voted best fried chicken in Tucson 3 years in a row. It's just so good.
Yay! If you'd like Chad to read ad copy on your radio station, go to audioshank.com. Audioshank.com, and Chad Shank will be reading the audio version of my book that we're going to... That's coming up in like a week or so. The 23rd, we start recording.
Oh, how exciting. That's going to be awesome. Yeah, good. I've got an Audible credit, too, so...
Okay, let's get a break. I want to talk about that a little bit. I want to know, do you sit around like we're doing right now in a studio where one person at a time and you piece it together, or...
Well, we did the last book, and they just had an Audible producer come down to where we do the podcast, and we just traded off.
I love it. So you just do the talking, and then someone else takes care of all the technical stuff.
Yeah, they do the editing.
Yeah.
Audible.com.
Yeah, all right. 9:31, it's the Frank Show with Kristine, with Doug Stanhope, Jobi Whitlock? Yeah, and Chad Shank. We'll get a break. We'll be right back.
Instagram, more Frank Show, next on KLPX. 100% made in America. More Frank now on 96.1 KLPX.
All right. Hey, Kristine, this is it. It's our last segment with your friends.
I know.
And I'm going to claim them as friends, too.
Yeah, well...
Thanks for letting us take over your show.
Oh my God, are you kidding? I wish you would come and visit more often.
Seriously.
Doug Stanhope, Jobi Whitlock, and Chad Shank are our guests in the studio.
Lucky Wishbone just dropped off a lifetime supply of chicken for us from that one read.
Good job.
Let's talk about Celebrity Death Pool. Doug Stanhope
kicks off on Monday, so get to
DSCDP.com. Monday is the start of the season. The Code Monkeys and our business partners, Mark and Gina, they built a site. They're rolling out some new code on, I think, tomorrow. But sign up. You can join funeral homes leagues, and it's free if you want to join someone else's, or you can pay to do your own league.
Okay.
I pulled up the website.
I want to know, what do you say to people who say, because I get this a lot, people when I talk about it, people will go, oh, that's not nice. What do you say to those?
Well, here's the deal with that. I occasionally get a tweet from someone that doesn't like it, but these are the same people that think that thoughts and prayers actually help, so I'm not worried about them. I really want to get like a celebrity to be mad at us.
Right.
Because that would be perfect. And then maybe just find out later that they're just mad that their rankings on the site aren't that good.
Yeah.
But we have a celebrity in our league, Frank Mir.
Yeah, Frank Mir, MMA fighter.
Oh, yeah, I know Frank. Heavyweight champ. Yeah, he was winning for the first part of last year. Fell by the wayside once the Ralphie Mays Manson started dying for me.
And one of the nice things about the way we've set it up, because it is like fantasy sports, you can join a league, a funeral home, and not make picks, and it'll auto draft picks for you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Give you like top 100, random picks. So it is very much set up like fantasy.
Which I like, because this year I didn't have time to do research on who's got pancreatic cancer. You learn so much about diseases where, like I know the ALS usually has about a 4 to 5 year mortality rate from the time it's diagnosed.
I just learned that like 2 months ago when the guy on the plane got in touch with remember the politician he saw? And yeah, that guy.
And pancreatic cancer is an 80% mortality rate. That's the highest mortality rate.
Yeah.
So you learn a lot about stuff. I just used your bathroom and went, oh, thank God I had beets.
Phew.
I see the funeral home that, Doug, you're the director of, is the Killer Termite-y.
Okay, yeah, that's our pay-to-play home where anyone can join up. And what we do is we give away prizes. Like first place gets a 44-inch TV. Second place gets a tablet. Nice. So that's actually live right now to join, and it kicks off on the 20th. Jump on the site, do a funeral home search for Killer Termites, and you can join up and.
It's not a gambling site. Yeah. You can gamble, and we encourage that, but it's not with us.
Yeah, you don't gamble.
We gamble our own league. We have our own.
We just do the math for you, basically. We keep track of the points and the deaths and whatnot. So we use it as a tool like Yahoo Fantasy Sports.
It's kind of like Suicide Football, where they have the sites where, anyway. I'm not going to try to explain it.
And then there's also
I had faith, though.
The Death Pool Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter is Stanhope CDP. You can follow us there, or on Facebook it's Doug Stanhope Celebrity Death Pool.
Doug, you've got a new book.
This Is Not Fame. Get it now. It's full of fun, hard stories from 25 years on the road.
How many books for you now?
That's the second. I have a third that doesn't really count. It's the best of baiting. Kind of, basically, the best of baiting, but that's an old one. I was baiting pedophiles online, and so I just pulled it out.
I remember that. Yeah.
So I put that out. It's a small book, but it's good. Good toilet read. And Bingo's got her book out. She has her diary from her first extensive stay in a Wyoming mental institution. So it's an in the moment diary of being locked up in a nut house.
It's called Let Me Out, a Madhouse Diary by Amy Bingo Bingaman. I love it.
That's on Amazon as well, as is her album that's based on that diary.
I was just telling Bingo, Kristine, you were playing some of her music for me yesterday.
Yeah,
and it's really nice, Bingo.
Yeah.
It's nice. So congrats on the music.
It's no Thin Lizzy.
Right?
And the album is Are You Amused?
Are You Amused?
That's the title.
That's on Amazon as well.
Yep.
good.
Hey, we still have a little bit of time, so why don't you mention this, Jobi, since we've got some time.
Okay.
Yeah, you're down in Bisbee, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Borderland bread.
Yeah. I started doing farmers markets, doing like the artisan sourdough and whatnot, and it's starting to build steam, and this is kind of my off season and kicking off here pretty soon to go back to baking.
Oh my
so,
God.
So do you get high on the bread smell?
Or not anymore.
Yeah, you're used to it.
I'm used to
You're
it.
nose blind.
But the sourdough strain I use, I actually cultured at Stanhope's compound, so it's a local Bisbee sourdough
cultured
strain.
doesn't really sound.
It doesn't sound good at all. It's super spiteful.
That is what it is.
Yeah,
though.
it sounds like something when you have your vagina steamed would happen.
Put it on the list of things that have been cultured.
That's some kind of a swab of sorts.
Yeah.
So when you make your bread, do you take it? You said you do farmers markets. Do you have a brick and mortar there that you sell?
No. I do it all. Right now I'm doing it at home, and I'm moving into a commercial kitchen. I love it.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Good for you. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to be doing bread and hopefully some scones and some pastries and stuff.
I'm going to move up to that.
Yeah. Right on.
And don't forget to listen to Chad and I on the Doug Stanhope podcast.
Nice.
Did you guys do a new episode yesterday?
We taped one last night. Yeah.
All right. When's that going to post?
I think we still have one to go out that we taped a few days ago. Chaille's been gone, so we've been down since mid-December. We just started back up. So there's one new one out, another one coming out probably Wednesday. So last night's will come out end of next week probably.
All right. When are you going back on the road and we're going to Cleveland? Curious.
I don't go. The next leg is Asia, where I start in March. So you could do my nails for Ho Chi Minh City.
You got it, baby. I'd do it for nothing.
So
you know that.
I wanted to ask you about this because Kristine mentioned this to me, that this is something that you do, that you fly so frequently and you have so many frequent flyer miles that there are times you'll just hop on a plane to Singapore, have a few drinks on the plane, and then hop right back.
Yeah, I talk a lot about that in the book. Crazy flights. That's to get miles. It's to get status. Like if I'm, 20,000 miles away from hitting top level diamond status on Delta, I'll jump on a plane to Singapore and.
South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa. But
you're
never leave an airport.
I was going to say, you're not even leaving the airport.
No.
You're just drinking in a tube.
Yeah, we hashtag it airport pub crawl and then take pictures from airports all over the world.
And there's not a part of you that feels like you might be missing out by
not an ounce of me has any interest in what the Serengeti looks like. I don't need to see a giraffe. I could get a National Geographic and go to the Sky Club and drink free cocktails. No, not a lick of me wants to see a bot fly being pulled out of my eyeball. Some scaly rash I'd get from the local horticulture.
No, so cool. I get to go to the UK in July.
Oh, goody.
No, I'm excited about it. You
try the Subway sandwiches. That's what I do over there.
I'm going to eat my way through.
They don't have
all Subway the Embassy.
Their
food is so repulsive.
They don't call it cucumber. They call it zucchini.
Yeah.
Looked at the guy. I'll take some cucumber.
What? I know. Put brown sauce over everything.
Awful. Even their mayonnaise is terrible.
Yes, it is gross.
Can I defend the brown sauce, though? I do love me the brown sauce.
I'll bring you home some.
There's no A1 sauce.
No.
They have HP sauce.
No hot sauce.
No hot sauce.
Not
maybe
even at
Tabasco,
Nando's.
which is vulgar.
Yeah, Tabasco shouldn't count.
No, Tabasco, I have a running war with them. What were you saying? No mustard. Well, no, they have brown mustard. They have the yellow, regular French's mustard. You have to go to a specialty shop if you can find one.
Was it all that fancy Dijon?
Yeah, it's like stone ground. It's crunchy. Filthy people.
No, this is the thing. So, to fly over there, I'm going to have to lose some weight to fit in a coach seat.
No.
I think so. And then on top, but if they just started me over there, I'd lose weight for my flight home.
What?
So why can't I just take a boat? That's what I don't get. Just ship me over in a container, and then I'll lose weight Because the food's garbage.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I'll get them home on a
You
plate.
find food, though. I've been over there enough. I always find something to stuff my fat face.
Well, the France is close by. I will find some cheese.
Doug, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for bringing Chad and Jobi. It was a pleasure meeting both of you guys. And Bingo, it was awesome getting to meet you, too. Thank you for coming in.
This made me so happy.
Chad Shank, audioshank.com.
Yeah.
DSCDP.com.
That's Doug Stanhope, CelebrityDeathPool.com, Doug Stanhope Podcast, Doug Stanhope new book. I'm going to start off with, was it Raising Mother?
Digging Up Mother.
Digging Up Mother. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to do a Kindle download. There's an audio download of that too, isn't there?
Yeah, Chad did it.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I'd suggest the audio for that because we, for that book, and we're going to try
so
to do it
good.
with this, is we took people that were in the book, so we'd cut away from, I'd read the paragraph that led into whatever their story was, and then have them chime in their version of it.
That's great.
No. It was I was bent over looking out of the hotel window, and you. I can't even clean this one out.
No, don't even.
I remember interviewing you when the book came out, and you trying to clean up stories about Mother on the phone.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
That was an interview you did from the hospital parking lot.
Oh yeah, that was a bad day. That was a bad day. All right,
that's it, you guys.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta get Knucklehead to a retard doctor.
Jobi, Chad, Bingo, Doug, you guys, thank you. That's it for us. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you guys Tuesday on The Frank Show. Bye.
The Frank Show. Back Monday. Another six-pack of classic rock starts next. 96.1 KLPX. Tucson's real classic rock. Go deeper. Listen to KLPX2. Deep cuts on your HD radio at 96.1, subchannel 2, or with the free mobile app. Or stream it online at klpx.com.